Hello to all of you, whoever has just cleared their standard 10th and are looking at what next in life. There is a lot in life now, lot of avenues, lot of things to choose from. Like you can take up, commerce as your stream. You can take a career. You can go for arts. You can go for definitely science. You have other options. You have home science, and then you also have technical. Now, these are all the avenues. Depending upon what you have a flair, it's time for us to decide. I will be briefing you about commerce. That's my domain. So suppose if you take up commerce in the 11th standard, what are the things, FYJC, what are the things that you need to choose? You have to make a wise decision as to the subjects that you opt for. Because 11th standard is a base. It's something that you're going to build up on. So the decision that you make is likely to affect your future prospects. So first, what is Mumbai board, Maharashtra board offering you? There are certain things which are compulsory and there are certain things where you have a choice. Now, of the choice available, which is the wise choice? That would always be an informed decision. It has to be a thought over decision. Okay, let's go into commerce. We're going to have 11th, we are in FYJC, we are going to college, we are filling up a form today. Now in that, till 11th and 12th, the subjects are going to be consistent. Whatever you make a choice in the 11th, it will persist in 12th. And after 12th, there are avenues that open up for your professional study and things like that. What are they? Suppose I'm first focusing on the subjects that you have in 11th standard FYJC. You are offered 6 subjects, 600 marks you have to appear. Main language is going to be English, which is mandatory. You have to study irrespective of the medium from where you have come from. But the level of English is reasonable. It's reasonable because there are students coming from the vernacular medium. For them also, English should certainly not be, it should not be a very hill road. It should not be a very difficult path. So they've kept a okay level. There are certain chapters, there's a little bit of grammar and a little bit of composition. Now here, as in ISC and all that, it's not literature or language and all that. Just one paper that takes care of everything. Okay. Level is reasonable level. Second, again, there is an option for a language. Now, this is basically for a regional language they put up. You have a choice. You can take Hindi, you can take Marathi, Sanskrit, Gujarati. You can opt for a foreign language, French. Some colleges are offering even German. And some colleges which are minority colleges, they also offer, like take for example, there is a college which offers Punjabi. There is a college that also offers Sindhi. Yes. If you want to study your own language, your mother tongue, you can opt for those colleges. All colleges don't offer, but you have to have an optional language. Now, there is one, the board had realized that there was one issue with certain IG and IB students who don't have Hindi, Marathi, Sanskrit, or any of these languages. So for them, they've come up with an option, information technology. That's IT. It's an online exam. It's an online test. It's not subjective. The fees is a little more for this. The college only charges you. The entire study pattern goes in the lab. It'll brief you about information technology. You don't have to study language then. But it is always, they just have one division, many of the colleges, because there is a cap on the number of students based on the size of their lab. And so you have to see to it that you get an IT seat. Because beyond one batch, one division, it's difficult for them to accommodate. But those who don't have a base of language, they should go for information technology. Specifically for IGIB, it's a Herculean task learning language from scratch again. It's a Herculean task because of the gap of few years. The third subject is, these are the languages. Now we are moving on to bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is mandatory. Bookkeeping is accounts. The most practical paper, very interesting. It tells you how to maintain a record of any commercial undertaking. You can have a career. If your bookkeeping is very good, you can have a career in accounts. It should be your most favorite. And it is also scoring. You can get 100% marks. It's a practical paper. You're going to get a lot of numericals to solve. You'll get a case study to solve. There'll be a lot of money in this particular subject. The best, according to me, best among the 6 subjects. Next is economics. Next best is economics. Economics is about economy. It's about what is the status, economic status of a family, of a state, of a country, why India is called a developing country, and why USA or Western Europe are developed economies. They are not developed countries, they are developed economies. You will learn the reasons why we have poverty, why there is unemployment in our country, why things are bad outside. You'll get a lot of answers for all that what you see out. It's a subject which you will learn and you will go out and apply. Next subject is Organization of Commerce. Actually, it is called OCM, Organization of Commerce and Management. This subject briefs you about the various types of businesses. You must have heard, huh? Sole proprietary, partnership, joint stock company, HUF, Hindu Undivided Family, cooperative societies, banks, and so many things. You will learn how do they differ, how can you form. Those who want to get into business, they should learn the subject very well. They'll explain you which form of organization suits your requirement. Very informative, wonderful exposure to the type of organizations. Next is maths and stats. Yes, no, don't worry. Maths is not compulsory. Maths is optional. People who have a little bit of a phobia about maths, don't worry, you have a choice. And those who have a flair for maths, maths is very, very challenging this year. If you've been doing all this while you've been doing well in maths, you can still continue. You're going to get 2 more years for maths. Thereafter, maths will not be there in commerce. Those who are fond in figures, who have a very calculative mind, should always go for maths. Also, mind you, if you want to pursue your professional studies, like you want to go for chartered accountancy, you want to go for cost accountancy, you want to become a company secretary, then maths you should opt for. Why? Because in the entrance level, there is maths and stats. If you take a gap of 2 years and then again you'll have to do maths and stats, it's going to be a Herculean task. So advisable for them, those who want, those who esteem to become professionals, they should take maths and stats. Again, Narsi Monji College, NM College, takes maths compulsory. Everybody has to take maths. Other colleges, there are limited divisions. If you have secured a certain level of marks in maths and stats, only then you are offered. Even if you want to, they will discourage you to take. However, those who are excellent in maths, they can get 100% marks in this. It's very similar to bookkeeping. If you are good, your marks will be very good. Next is, we have a choice against this. This is called secretarial practice. Secretary. Secretarial means secretary. Secretary does not mean personal secretary. Personal secretary, mind you. This is a secretary of a joint stock company. What's a joint stock company? It's a company, it's a registered company, it's a separate legal entity. And every separate legal entity registered under Companies Act requires a company secretary. Company secretary is a professional, it's a professional study, it's a professional degree. Here you're going to learn, you're going to get a base of that. You'll be learning how a company is formed, what are directors, what are promoters, what are annual general meetings, and a lot of about that. Again, those who want to have a career in company secretary, or those who want to become lawyers, corporate lawyers, they will enjoy this subject. It is a little technical, but yes, very, very interesting. Lot of knowledge you will gain. Mind you, 11th. Take this 11th to gain knowledge. Marks will come in bargain. Learn all this. These are new things. If your basics are very good, then you're going to have a bright future in commerce. So 11, many people think, 10th was a boards. Now 12th is a boards. In the 11th, let's chill out. You can chill out, but not at the cost of academics. It's not going to be as tedious as it was in the 10th. But 11th, you're building a base, you're building a foundation. So take all these subjects very, very seriously. And see to it that your fundas are sound, and on this, we can build our career. Anything more if you wish to know about FYJC, any guidance you want to seek, I have my numbers down. You can call up at any time. I'll be very happy to help you out in this process. All the best for the commerce. I want all of you to grow in life and become something. It's the first step of your career that you're going for. Goodbye.